Yes, dear. Anything you want, dear. Where would you like to go eat tonight? You know, things like that. All those characteristics just went right out the window. And now she feels like it's a bait and switch. So you want to get a girlfriend, huh? Well, I'll tell you what, this video here today is going to show you how to keep a girlfriend once you got her. See, a lot of guys that get in the game, there's all kinds of reasons as to why they want to get in. But I know a lot of you, ultimately, what you want is to have a relationship and a girlfriend in your life. And we're going to talk about how to keep that once you have it, okay? A lot of dudes, what ends up happening is they get all this game. You know, they made themselves all attractive and everything, but then once they get into a relationship, it all falls apart, okay? Because that's not really talked about too much. So we're going to talk about that today. I got the top 5 tips on keeping your girlfriend. Let's get into it right now. Let's go. But before we get started, make sure to hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, and drop us a comment. Let us know why it is that you got into the game and what it is that you want out of it. All right, we're going to hop in right now. Let's go. Number 1, what got her is what will make you keep her. All right, so in other words, you put out this frame of being an assertive, confident guy, a guy that calls the shots, that knows what he wants. It's not going to put up with shit. And, you know, you're charming and cool and charismatic and all those things, non-needy, just everything that we aspire to be as men, right? You get things done. You're on your path. You're on your mission, right? All those things. And then you get a girlfriend and you're like, yes, dear. Anything you want, dear. Where would you like to go eat tonight? You know, things like that. All those characteristics just went right out the window. And now she feels like it's a bait and switch. Here's a guy that, you know, is very masculine, the kind of guy that I want to be with. Maybe she doesn't say it in my voice because that would be weird. But, you know, but that's what she's saying. And you know, if you don't live up to that, if you don't keep that up, she's going to be turned off because she's going to think that you're a fraud. You're fraudulent. This guy is a fake, right? He's not real. He put up some facade to get with me. Now I've got him. Now what the fuck, right? Don't be that. The things that got her are the things that are going to keep her. All right, we're going to hop into number 2. Let's go. Number 2, don't change. Okay, here's the deal. It kind of lends to the first point, but this is a little bit different. What I mean by that is, just because she's your girlfriend now, do not think that shit tests are going to stop. If anything, you're going to get more, all right? Don't fall into that. Don't let her chip away at all those things that got her in the first place, right? If you were confident, assertive, you stick to your guns, you stand your ground, what you say is what it's going to be, right? Don't fall into the trap of being like, well, you know, a relationship is 50-50 and, you know, I just figure that, you know, happy wife, happy life and all that kind of nonsense, okay? Continue to be that same person. Don't let her chip away at who you are, all right? She's going to respect you more if you stick to who you are and don't let her change you, okay? All right, we're going to get into number 3. Let's go. Number 3, don't get needy. All right, what happens to a lot of guys once they get into a relationship? What happens? They're afraid to lose it. All right. You've been working on yourself. You've been doing all this stuff to get a relationship. You've approached a million girls. You've gotten ghosted. You've gotten all kinds of stuff has happened to you, right? Now you've actually got a girl. You've got a girlfriend. So what happens to a lot of guys? They get needy because they're afraid to lose it. That abundance mindset that you had when you were doing game went right out the window, all right? It became a thing of like, nope, this is it. This is the person for me. She likes me. And so I'm going to blow up her phone and let her know this all the fucking time, all right? Don't do that kind of shit. Don't be needy. Don't always be reaching out to her. See, the thing is, you should have things going on in your life that are yours. Now, you can have things together, but you need to have your own identity. Your identity cannot be wrapped up into a us. Okay? Your identity is you, and it should remain you. And that's what is attractive to her, is your identity. So don't let it become homogenous where it's a us identity. All right? And don't always reach out every day of the week because you ain't got shit to do because you want to see your girlfriend. No, have your own life. Do your own things. The things that interest you, continue to do them. She wants to be a part of your world. Introduce her to new things. That's what makes a relationship spicy. You know, like put some flavor on it. No one wants to date themselves. All right. So if you're bringing things to the table that are now new interests of hers, cool. But you need to have things that are yours and yours alone. All right, we're going to hop into the next tip. Let's get it. Number 4, keep your frame. All right, this is very similar to the second tip where I was saying, don't change who you are. Okay, but here's the deal. Like I said before, you're going to get many, many, many shit tests. All right. Remain being strong. She wants to live in that strength. She wants you to protect her. Now, if you can't stand up to little old her, how are you going to protect her against the big bad world, right? She can't put her reliability and she can't put stock in that you're going to be able to protect her because you won't stand up to her. Okay, so hold frame. Don't fall into hers. Now, listen, I will say this, I guess, as a caveat to that. The other side of the coin, or however you want to put it. All right. Now, there are some times that she brings a good point up, and it's solid advice. Okay, don't be like, nope, just to spite her because she's the woman. All right. For instance, you like ice cream. She likes ice cream. And she's like, hey, what would be fun? Let's take a bike ride up to the ice cream spot on the corner. They got this new kind of ice cream and this like new thing that they came out with. Let's go up there and have it. It's a hot day and it sounds like it'd be a lot of fun. And you're like, no, bitch, I'll decide when we eat ice cream. That's ridiculous. If it's a good idea and it's a good plan, go with it. That's not falling into her frame. That's you just not being a dummy. All right. So just keep that in mind. There are going to be times that not everything that she's doing is testing you. Okay. Sometimes it's sound, solid ideas, advice, that kind of thing. So take that into consideration too. All right. We're going to hop into the next tip. Let's go. Number 5, make her feel special, okay? Now, you see a lot of things in game, don't treat girls special, blah, blah, blah. If it's your girlfriend, she has met a certain number of requirements, or at least she should have if you're going to be in a relationship with her. You have screened, or at least hopefully you've screened, and she fits the bill, right? She's your girlfriend. That warrants her being special to you, okay? That warrants her being able to feel special when she's with you and you treating her well. You going out of your way to do nice things for her, to help her out, things like that. She's earned that, okay? She's just not just some random girl that's like, hey, can you come paint my house? And you're like, yeah, that sounds good. I'll go paint your house. No. She is your girlfriend. If your girlfriend is like, hey, I'm gonna, I'm gonna redecorate the house and things like that. If you ain't got nothing, popping on Saturday, do you think you can swing by and maybe, just kind of help paint one of these walls with me? It'll be fun, blah, blah, blah. Maybe we can have a couple drinks while we're doing it and whatever. That's fine. Don't be like, no, bitch, I'll decide when we're gonna paint. You know, like that's not it, man. You have to make her feel special and wanted, and that there's a reason that she's a part of your life, okay? And listen, speaking of relationships, we dropped a video a little while back. I encourage you to go and watch that. Joe's gonna put it in here somewhere, and just click on that, watch that. It's the different kinds of relationships that you can get into, okay? It kind of breaks down what each relationship means. We're talking about open relationships, polyamorous relationships, monogamous relationships, just the full gambit, right? So check that out, and we will see you in the next one. Dale Valor, Modern Valor Dating. Salute.